Hey there, Sunbelt Conference fans, and welcome to another edition of Sunbelt Conference Weekly. I'm your host, Kati Morse. We've hit the magical month where 7 Sunbelt sports are in action, and we cover all of them here today. We'll catch up with Little Rock's Shanity James, recap the indoor track and field championships from Birmingham, Alabama, and catch up with Arkansas State volleyball. It's all right here and more on Sunbelt Conference Weekly. Sunbelt Conference indoor track and field student athletes took over the Birmingham Crossplex on Monday and Tuesday for the 2016 Indoor Championships. Texas State took the men's title, while Appalachian State took the women's title for the first time since joining the league. Let's check out all the action from Alabama. For 2 days, the Birmingham Crossplex became Sunbelt territory as 2 new champions were crowned. The Texas State Bobcats claimed the men's team title with a total of 127.5 points. It's the first indoor team title for Jody Stewart's squad from San Marcos.
It was exciting. They executed. Everything we talked about coming through, and our goals was keeping it simple. Let's get to the finals. Let's compete hard. Let's execute. And they did that to the fullest. They did everything we asked them to do, and they came out on top.
App State claimed the women's team title with 101.5 points. It was the first indoor team title for the Mountaineers since joining the league.
Well, obviously it takes team effort. We're a team sport with individuals doing excellent things. For Appalachian, this is our first Sun Belt Conference title, so it's going to be very special. The AD is already thrilled. He's already called me. It just vindicates, or not vindicates, but verifies the fact that we can be successful in this conference. But more than anything, it verifies that if you believe in something, it can happen. I'll just say this, at our team meeting last night, I kept talking about us, are we ready to be better? And they said, no, we're ready to be the best. And that kind of explains it.
Little Rock's Nora Wallenius was named the women's top meet scorer with a total of 26 points. She was victorious in the women's mile and was the runner-up in both the 3,000 and 5,000 meters.
I hope that I can get better, run better times, faster times, and then go to the big meets and just get better. I feel that I have a lot of room for improvement.
Christoph Groff from South Alabama was named the men's top meet scorer with a total of 20 points. Groff won both the men's 3,000 meters and the mile.
You can really see the summer is getting better and better every year. It needs a lot too. I was lucky some races, some parts I can always rely on my kick, so I wasn't the top entrant, I wasn't the top guy in either the mile or the 3K this year in the season list, but I could put it together in the championship when it counted. That's what we were preparing for, so I'm really happy about that.
The final event of the championship, the men's and women's 4x400 meter relay, was both won by the Bobcats. Comprised of DeMarcus Porter, Anthony Johnson, DeQuad Binder, and Dexter Lee, they finished in 3 minutes, 12.4 seconds. A mere few hundredths off the championship record.
We always emphasize finishing, competing tough, and those guys did that. We knew it was going to come down to the 4x4, and they came together. We have a senior-laden team, and they just did a great job executing and finishing well.
Sunbelt baseball is in full swing, and South Alabama wasted no time on Wednesday night. The Jaguars defeated Alabama State with a 10th inning walk-off double. Let's check out all the action from Stanky Field. Ben Gann delivered a walk-off double in the bottom of the 10th inning to lift the University of South Alabama baseball team to a 4-3 win over Alabama State. ASU jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the first, but USA answered with 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. South Alabama then pushed across a run an inning later for a 2-run advantage. ASU answered with a pair of runs in the top of the 7th to tie the game. Jaguar right-hander Mike Doloff tossed a 3 2/3 scoreless relief innings and allowed just 1 hit while striking out 2 to earn the win. South Alabama will return to action this weekend when they travel to Athens, Georgia for the Bulldog Invitational. Georgia Southern men's basketball defeated Georgia State in a big Tuesday night rivalry, and 2 teams are officially NOLA bound as the final stretch of conference play approaches. Let's check out Sunbelt men's hoops action. Mike Hughes made 4 3-pointers and scored 21 points to help Georgia Southern hold off Georgia State 54-52 on Tuesday night. Isaiah Williams made a reverse layup to pull Georgia State within 53-52 with 28 seconds left. Jake Alsmiller was fouled and made 1 of 2 free throws with 21 seconds left to extend the Eagles' lead to 54-52. Ike Smith added 12 points for Georgia Southern, which holds 5th place in the Sunbelt standings. The UL Monroe Warhawks joined the Little Rock Trojans by clinching their spot in the 2016 Sunbelt Conference Men's Basketball Championship. The Warhawks, winners of 5 straight games and 9 of their last 10, head to the conference tournament for the 3rd consecutive season. The Trojans, who punched their ticket the previous week, eye a regular season crown with the upcoming weekend slate with 2 home games. Little Rock is tied with Villanova and Monmouth for the nation's best record and winning percentage. The Trojans lead the country in true road wins with 12, a new school record, and are just 2 wins shy of their program record for victories in a season. The Sun Belt Conference Men's Student Athlete of the Week is Troy's Wesley Person. Person almost single-handedly carried Troy last week as he accounted for 43% of the Trojans' points, 58 out of 135. Person averaged 29 points and 4.5 rebounds as the Trojans split a pair of road games. Little Rock women's basketball, the defending Sun Belt women's basketball champions, have been led all year by senior Shanity James, and they've once again clinched a spot in the tournament. Let's take a look at this top Trojan.
Senior Shanity James is in the midst of her final days as a college basketball student athlete for the Little Rock Trojans. So why exactly did this St. Louis, Missouri native decide to become a Trojan in the first place?
I chose Yulee because I wanted to go to a school that hadn't already done a lot but had some type of foundation. So I didn't want to go to a big school that already won millions of championships, had a bunch of records that couldn't be broken. I wanted to go somewhere where I could actually be a part of something.
Last season, she was a part of something. Forward James helped lead her team to the Sun Belt Conference Tournament Championship and a huge upset win over the number 6 seed Texas A&M Aggies in the NCAA tournament.
It was an amazing feeling. We worked very hard last year, very hard, from summer into the tournament time. So being able to win and be rewarded for that was really great. And then being able to have the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament, that was a wonderful experience. And just being able to knock off the top team and being close to being in the second round, that was just amazing for us.
Being a leader on this ball team is something that James has definitely embraced. It's something that she says she takes a lot of pride in as well.
I'm the vocal leader, yeah, so I yell sometimes. But I'm the one to kind of get the team going. I talk a lot. I think it brings energy to the team and it brings some intensity on the court.
Speaking of intensity, what has it been like playing for such an intense guy like head coach Joe Foley during her 4 seasons as a Trojan?
It's been an experience. It's been tough. It's real tough. It's not easy at all, but I know I've learned a lot just outside of basketball and within basketball playing with him. Taking the yelling and getting back out there and having to play, yeah, so getting yelled at and having to play right then and there is kind of hard.
James says that it was also extremely difficult adjusting to life as a college student athlete as well.
It was very hard. Not knowing how long we were going to be in the gym and then how much work you had to do, it was really hard. But I eventually figured it out. Well, being a senior now, it's gotten kind of easy. I'm taking more relaxed classes because I'm in my major. So it's not as hard as it was my freshman year, but you just have to set time aside because you know you're going to be in the gym a good 6 hours a day. So you have to find that time outside of basketball just to get your work done. For the Sun Belt Rise program, I'm Warren Strickland.
2 student athletes from Arkansas State volleyball are looking to go for more gold as they try out for the U.S. National Women's Volleyball Team. Let's catch up with them in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Cariana Castanon-Hill and Marky Shadig of the Arkansas State volleyball team will try out for the United States Women's National Team at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Proud of the 2 kids of taking the trip to Colorado Springs and testing their might against some of the nation's best. You know, they're good representations of our program.
Castanon-Hill, who just completed her senior season in 2015, registered 104 total offensive blocks in her career, including 18 solo blocks, and posted 261 kills on the offensive side of the net. A native of Little Rock, Arkansas, Shadig has been a staple in the Arkansas State backcourt. She played in 33 matches as a freshman and was second on the team in digs with 245, before moving into the libero role for the Red Wolves the past 2 seasons. She earned the 2014 Sun Belt Conference Defensive Student Athlete of the Year award and became the school's first American Volleyball Coaches Association All-American with an honorable mention selection. The roster spots for the USA squad will be announced in late March. The UT Arlington softball team is looking to build on their best start in school history, as they are one of only 9 teams in the country that remain undefeated. Let's head over to Arlington, Texas to catch some of the magic. With a perfect 10-0 record, the Mavericks surpassed the program's previous best start of 9-0 in 1980. After going 6-0 in the Mavericks opening weekend, they continued their hot start, winning all 4 games in the Maverick Invitational. as they defeated Princeton and South Dakota State. The Mavericks' .369 batting average is the 12th highest in the country and the second in the conference behind UL Lafayette.
It feels good. You know, it's hard to win 10 games in a row at all, so for the girls to come out and stay focused and not let any of the moments get too big, I'm really proud of them.
Sandra Mendoza has a 10-game hitting streak, recording at least one hit in every game so far. Her team-high 14 RBI ranks 28th in the nation.
I'm just trying to focus on hitting the ball deep. I'm trying to focus on getting base hits and scoring runners. I mean, I'm trying to just do the fundamentals and doing things right.
UT Arlington softball heads to Charleston, South Carolina for their first road trip of the season this weekend. And that'll just about do it for this edition of Sunbelt Conference Weekly. Be sure to tune in to ESPN3 tonight for all Sunbelt men's and women's basketball action. And be sure to get your tickets for the Sunbelt Men's and Women's Basketball Championship at Lakefront Arena in New Orleans. Go to your school's ticket office or visit Ticketmaster.com. There are VIP packages available, and all students of Sunbelt institutions get in free with a valid student ID, so we hope to see you there. For all of us here at the Sunbelt Conference, I'm Kati Morse. Thanks for watching.